Well, a man that needs no introduction is Travis Robinson. Travis, you're
a fucking handsome man.
Well, Travis, look, let's be serious.
Fantastic looking man.
Let's be serious. You're the first man to be interviewed on the new reincarnation of offroadracing.com.au.
Yeah, right. Jesus.
So, how does that feel?
Yeah, great.
That's honour in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good website.
Seriously, who's your biggest challenge this weekend, apart from yourself?
Paul Curry.
Yeah, what, dealing with Paul in the passenger seat?
He's a handful.
Obviously, you're a pretty gun at prologue, so you rate yourself in that area over the weekend. You're looking for a good prologue result this weekend.
We're not worried about, like, we know we can go there and win races and drive fast if we have to, but we've got a different approach. We want to win another championship and just get to the end. You know, it's as I've said a million times, it's the days of us just trying to melt the thing and prove we're the quickest are over. Now we're trying to actually win races. If you look the last 3 or 4 races we've won, so as a team. So, you know, going quick's not the problem, but we had to, like, you know, we had to slow it down and try and work on the, I suppose, the science of it. You know, Shannon Wrench and Dave Fellows and that. Mark Burrows sort of showed us as we were younger, and we weren't listening, we were just beating them, and, you know, they'd sort of play the game a little bit more, and they kept getting these wins. So I sort of had six years off racing, and I swore to myself if I was going to come back, I was going to come back and put my ego aside and just drive. You know, it's hard going out there and, you know, got that young Boston and Bo and that, you know, they're going quick, but at the end of the day is, you know, I've proven I've been quick for years. I just need to go and win another championship and try and win another Fink and ride off into the sunset.
Well, joining us on offroadracing.com.au is none other than Jared Percival. Jared, big weekend ahead of you. Your thoughts on what's about to take place?
Should be a good weekend. We got to did a lap this morning. Track's pretty similar to previous years. I know they had a lot of rain out here 3 weeks ago, but you couldn't tell, to be honest. It's bone dry, so prologue will be critical. So hopefully we can get it up as high as we can and see how we go.
So you're prepared to take a few risks in prologue?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I think we probably need to this weekend. We sort of got nothing to lose with where we're running, so we'll push pretty hard and see how we go. Outside of Fink, it's probably one of the stronger ones this year we've seen, probably along with Poon Carey. So no, it's good. Not sure if more cars is good or bad for me, to be brutally honest, but look, we'll run our own race and sort of see how it all plays out, and if we can take it down to Sunday afternoon, that's the aim.
It'd be nice to for you to knock off some of those so-called big shots that are transported across the Nullarbor, eh?
Oh, definitely. It'd be a hell of a weekend if that was to occur. But yeah, look, we know where we sit. We know what we got to do. So, yeah, if the cards fall our way, so be it. But at the same time, we know we've got to be in a position to make it work for us, even if they do have difficulties. So that's what we'll be trying to take care of.
Rightio, none other than Brett Kamisky with us here on behalf of offroadracing.com.au. Brett, tell us a bit about your past efforts in Kalgoorlie and what the future holds this weekend, perhaps.
Hello all. Yeah, look, I've only been here once. It ended up pretty good. We ended up third outright for the Australian Championships. We got 7th outright on the day. I love the track. We did the look lap today. I reckon the all-wheel drives are going to have a bit of an advantage. Definitely the paddle shift. It's just going to be a combination of everything. It'll be a bit dusty, but I think the rain they've had, the moisture will come to the top by Sunday. Definitely on Saturday, it's going to be mega fast. So look, the buggies will maybe have a little bit onto us if we don't do qualifying real good. I'm not real good at qualifying anyway. I usually leave it till the last day to show what I got under the bonnet sort of thing. But yeah, look, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't been here for a couple of years, so yeah, I'm excited. Awesome. Look, I'm definitely want to finish inside the top 5. Look, I think we got the car to do it. I've ran with these guys, you know, fair enough with Trav and Bo. They're in another league at the moment. Good on them. They've time to dial their cars in and shit. I got my old mate Smoothie here. We'll have a good battle with Smoothie for 2nd and 3rd spot maybe. But no, look, I want to be in the top 5 for sure. That'd really top our weekend off.
Nicholas Van Geest, or Banger as we know him, you've got yourself a new truckie, mate. Tell us a bit about it.
Mate, I would love to tell you a bit about it, but I don't know much about it. So yeah, I only got it, picked it up last Monday, so I've had it for a total of 8 days. It's ex-Wayne Panoranko, and before that was the KTM truck. Yeah, it's got a Chev in it and a Turbo 400. I don't know much more than that.
So it's an old school truck, pretty basic, Chev Turbo 400 package.
Yeah, seems to go all right. I've driven it for a total of about 15 minutes so far. So yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow.
So the manufacturer, it's an old Shembry truck?
No idea.
I think it is an old Shembury truck.
You
out
might
Alice
know
Springs.
more about it than me then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going back to my drift car origins, so I'm going to try and drive it like a drift car, sideways and fast.
Well, that'll be entertaining to say the least.
Yeah.
There's some pretty good pedigree in Class 4 here, so be interesting to see how the low-slung homemade Shembury truck goes in prologue.
I'm just here to scare the shit out of the daughter. That's all that I'm here for. So yeah, and do some testing for next year.
Adam, you've been instrumental on many top races in WA having their cars on track, maintaining them, engines, all that sort of thing. How does that balance go with racing, your own program?
If anything, I'm probably not spending as much time on my own car as I should be, but keeping the cars maintained to a top level is obviously paramount, and I try and put enough time into everything to get that happening.
Yeah, and you use the words top level, and you deserve to use that because the cars that you are maintaining are finishing, and they're finishing fast and high up the order too, which is great testament to your skills off the track.
Yeah, certainly.
Where do you see your position at the end of the day on Sunday? Where would you like to be?
I want to beat my lap time from last year. I went 2 minutes quicker last year than the previous year, and if I could go a minute quicker this year, I'll be happy with that.
Is that you more familiar with the track? Is the car more dialed in?
I think it's just a combination of seat time, the cars get good, and just confidence behind the wheel.
Obviously you'd like to be first, but where's a realistic goal?
Look, you know, like obviously to be first here would be unreal. There's a lot of fast cars here, but I've been here enough and I know what the attrition's going to be like. So there'll be a lot of cars breaking down, and hopefully at the end there we'll still be up the front, we'll be fast, and we'll see where we end up.
And Troy, yourself?
Mate, the best we've ever done here is third outright. We've done that twice. If we got anywhere near that, we'd be extremely excited.
And who's alongside you this weekend, Debbie?
Sister again, as always, yep.
Anyone you need to thank?
The Cochrane family, they've been supporting me since I started racing, and they're still here tonight supporting me.